Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Wednesday, I believe the 8th of November. This is Winich Taka, empowering Ugandan women for the Uganda Youth Collective. I am wishing you an amazing day today, and I hope you had an amazing night. Yesterday we talked about this whole week. We started the week by asking you questions like, what are the things that you don't like? Then I remember asked questions like, what do you believe? And many of you told me what you believe about yourself and about your children and about your nation. Then yesterday I asked the question, then what do you need to do today to cause that, or to make what you believe become a reality? And we discussed that at length yesterday, and I thank you to all of you that commented within the WhatsApp group. And then today I want to talk about something again in line with what we kind of shared yesterday, and is this: I've always believed that your gift, actually it is written that your gift will make room for you. And as you know, the purpose or the reason for this WhatsApp group is to help you to discover who you are, to help you find out your purpose, your reason for being here. And again, ladies, I'm doing this on the move again today, so if you hear any noise in the background, it's raining here, and that will be the wipers of the car that are swishing across the screen or the mirror. And so the purpose of the group is to help you to discover your why. Why am I doing? What is it that you were created to do? What is it that you were born to do? In other words, if I was to say it in Uganda, the purpose of the group, that is the reason why we are doing this. And one of the things that one of my favorite verses or scriptures says this, that your gift will make room for you. Your gift, that talent, that one thing that you're good at, or a few things that you're good at, will make you stand out of a crowd. That one thing, it could be anything that you're good at, will make you stand out. And this is why in this group we want to focus on, if you see every day we post a passage to read, and the purpose of this passage or this reading is to help you still to discover. And some of you are asking, well, Winnie, how do I know what I'm supposed to do? The purpose of the reading is to help you kind of understand, to get you thinking in the right direction, so that you can discover what it is that you're supposed to do. But today I want to talk about that you can create your own work. Many times when we think about when you're a student and you've just finished university, and the next thing you think about, right, I need to go out there and look for a job. I need to go out there and look for work. And as traditionally, that's what many of us do. And even now, as I speak, those of us who have come to different parts of the world, you came to the different part of the world to look for a job. But today I want to challenge you, and today I want to get you to think slightly different. That actually, do you realize you can actually create your own work? You can actually create your own opportunities for work and actually get paid. You're probably thinking, really? Well, Winnie, how do I do that? You do it this way: by perfecting or developing your gift. The work that I do right now, it is not work that somebody gave me or created for me. But because of the gifts that I have actually created my own work. And as I speak to you, as I prepare in this remaining 2 months, I am creating and preparing to create my own work, something slightly different in 2018. Winnie, how did you do that? How did you create your own work? As many of you know, one of the things that I do, I am what you call a sleep consultant. Now, the job or the work of a sleep consultant is a sleep consultant is somebody that helps or trains children to learn how to sleep much better through the night. And most of the times, the children that I am working with are children who are aged from the age of 6 months and above. It used to be mainly children from 6 months and above, and toddlers and 2-year-olds, but now it ranges all the way up until 10-year-olds. And traditionally it was for me, when I started doing this work, that I would have to go to the client's home. So I would have to go, and normally I would start like at 9 p.m. and finish work 6 p.m., 7 p.m. But as time went on, and as I perfected the gift, as I became very good, really good at doing this job, and I understood the reasons why a child may not be sleeping very well through the night. And when I understood, for me, if I can understand the problem, then the solution is very easy. If I can understand why a child is doing what they're doing, or why something is happening, then for me, I have always found it that then to come up with a solution, it becomes very easy. I'm talking about creating your work. And so because I understood and I had the ability to be able to find out why a child is not sleeping well, and before I started doing phone consultations, I used to say to people that when it comes to sleep training, phone consultations, doing it on the phone does not work. But as I perfected, or as I became very good at understanding why a child is not able to sleep, I did my first phone consultation for free. I said to a mom who had called up, and she wasn't financially, she was not doing well. So I said, look, I would do it for free, but I would do it on the phone. So my first ever phone consultation was last year. I believe it was last year, towards the middle of last year. And I thought, let's try. And I tried it, and it worked. Contrary to what I thought, it worked. And I went ahead and tried another one, and it worked. Now remember, what I'm talking about is you being able to create your own work without actually not always looking for a job. Or you could be on your job, but you can also work on creating your own work. And how you do it is by developing the gift, that by becoming very good at what you do. And so what I did is, now as I speak, I now do phone consultations for moms around the world. I created my own work. And as I speak right now, the plan is that 2018, I will no longer be going to people's homes to do sleep consultations. That it will solely be doing phone consultations. And by doing phone consultations, it frees me up to be able to do the things I'm really passionate about. For example, empowering and working with Ugandans. So today I want to challenge you that in addition to, if you're looking for a job, great. What else can you do? What are you good at? Because we're living in a world that it is what we call a service industry. If there's something that you know and no one knows it, we're living in a world where people are willing to pay you for the information that you have. If there's something that you do and you're very good at doing it. Now, I know there's a sister of ours in a group who told me that she started knitting, and she needs jumpers and scarves and things like that. And she was asking me a question, actually, Winnie, should I go and pursue my knitting? Or a friend of mine or sister of hers was inviting her to also come and do hairdressing. And such things, you can actually be doing your job right now, but also working on your gift. I remember listening to a speaker who said this, that from 9 to 5 or your daily working hours, you work on your job. But after your job, when you go back home, that's when you start to work on your gift. Your fulfillment will only come when you're working on that thing that you're supposed to do. And the reason why some of us, or some of you, you're very good at some of the things that you're good at, and some people are not, that could be a clue to what it is that you're supposed to do. So this morning I ask you a question. What is it that you're good at? What is it that you find yourself that you excel at? And don't despise anything. Don't think, well, no one can ever pay me for that. People pay for all kinds of things. The other thing I'm looking for as we're continuing in this group, I am looking and I'm watching to identify people that have various gifts, because in the year 2018, we're going to develop this group. We're going to set up offices around the world, and we're going to need people to work in those offices. And I'm trying to find out what gifts do we have within the group. And this is the time for you to develop your gift. Because by developing your gift, you can actually create your own work. For example, if you're somebody that is very good at art, drawing pictures, or if you're somebody that is very good at, doing hair, or somebody that is very good at writing, creative writing. Maybe you're good at telling stories. Maybe you're good at making up stories. One of the things that you're good at, don't despise anything. Because if you start to develop that gift can actually become your work. When I started doing Facebook Live, when I started doing my Speaking Luganda show, the way Speaking Luganda started, somebody challenged me and they said to me, Winnie, you're always talking about Uganda and Ugandans can, but you can't even speak the language. So they challenged me to do an entire show without speaking a word of English. And so by God's grace, I managed to do it. And that's where the Speaking Luganda show started. It then became a weekly show on Facebook Live. But as I speak now, my sisters and brothers, I have created work for myself. That the show in 2018, we're planning on making it bigger and bigger and bigger. But I did not go to anyone to ask for a job to do a Facebook Live show or to do a show. But I created my own work. I created the show. And in the same way, if you're somebody that is in a position, for example, to do maybe a live show, and there's some advice that you're really good at, or there's some advice that you have that can benefit other people, you can start by, you don't even have to be live on Facebook. You can start by using your profile page and you start to post information about that thing that you're good at. And people will slowly start to follow. And then people begin to know you for example, if you're somebody that loves cooking, you start to post recipes of food. You start to post recipes and pictures of food. I remember I actually have a page on Facebook called Winnie's Kitchen. I actually absolutely love cooking. And so it started off as an idea because I saw so many mothers did not know what to cook for their children. So as I cooked for my children every day, I would post. And the page was called Winnie's Kitchen. I've now changed it. It's now called Winnie's The Empowered Lifestyle. But I started by posting pictures of food, and I would do it daily. And then people started to follow me to find out, well, what's the next recipe? I am creating opportunities for myself. The other page I have a page, I love fashion. So I started posting pictures of what I was wearing on a daily basis. It became an opportunity to a point that I got companies ask me to wear their clothes so that I could take pictures and put it on my page. You create opportunities. I want us to start to think outside of the box, to think outside of what is traditional. And how do you create opportunities? How do you create your own work? What is it that you love? What is it that you're good at? Instead of just posting things that don't really help anyone, start to post and write about things that you enjoy. Because what will happen that as people are looking through, somebody may come across your page, and maybe they've been looking for somebody to come and talk about food or whatever it is. And they will come across your page, and when they look through, they realize, hold on, she's been talking about food for the last 6 months. You'll be the first person they will approach. You're creating your own work. And even at the job where you are, the job that you're doing right now, if you excel at what you do and your gift comes through, even if you're a maid somewhere, even if you're doing something that you don't like, they will begin to recognize that there's something that you're really good at. For example, let me give an example. Maybe you're working in a house and maybe you're working as a maid. And maybe cooking is your passion. Do you realize you can actually start that when it comes to the food that you make the best food? That these people begin to realize, wow, this person can cook. That even though that may not be your own 2-year contract, but every time you cook the food, you're perfecting, you're developing your gift, you're learning. That by the time the contract is ending and you're thinking, well, what can I do? Maybe you could go into the food business. Maybe your next job, you can look for work within a food industry. Creating your own work, developing your gift. So today, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to us, I'll ask you a question. What is it that you're good at? What can you develop? What gift are you working on right now? In addition to doing your job, I know some of you are already at work. What else are you working on? You must make sure that every day, in addition to your job, you're working on something. You're working on your gift. You're working on what you're really good at. As we continue on this journey of discovery. So to just keep it short and to finish off here, question I want to know is, what are you good at? What can you do? Can you develop it? Are you somebody that is good at reading? I'm looking for somebody who can help us. I want to write, I'm working on another book. And I'm looking for somebody in the group. Are you somebody that is good at writing? Are you somebody that can do transcribing? What is it that you're good at? Anything. Don't despise it. I want you today to comment in the group, Winnie, do you know what? I'm really good at doing whatever it is. And then throughout the group, as we have a conversation today, I'm going to be, I'll have a little bit more time during the day. So I'll come and interact with every one of you. You know, if you tell me what you're good at, then we'll start to discuss, well, how can you develop it? Then how can you use what you're good at to create an income, to start making money from what you're good at? That's what I want us to talk about today, ladies. I'm going to stop it here and I will see you later on in the group. If you're new to the group, you are welcome. Please familiarize yourself with how we work in a group. We have symbols that we use for certain words. If you're not sure about anything, go ahead and ask. And we welcome you again. As I said, I'm looking for ladies who are based in Jordan. If you're in the group and you're based in Jordan, please go ahead and WhatsApp me privately. We're looking to start up a WhatsApp group of Ugandans who are looking to go to work in Jordan. And we want to make sure that we prep them, that they know exactly what they're going to get into. Thank you so much. This is Winnie Chitaka, empowering Ugandan women for the Uganda Youth Collective.